You've learned a lot about the afterworld. What could you describe what you think it is in the afterworld? What it's like, life in.
Well, I have to preface this answer by saying the universes are infinite in nature, and there are realms upon realms upon realms with every type of experience you can conceive of, and many types of experiences that we as humans can't conceive of. Pretty much anything is out there somewhere if a soul wants to experience it. So when we talk about the afterlife, I'm going to give you my understanding of the afterlife that the average human being transitions to at the end of a physical incarnation on Earth. I'm not talking about all the other realms that are out there. The afterlife that most people go to after the body dies on Earth is similar to Earth in that there's ground, there are trees, there are plants, there's a sky, there are buildings. But as I understand it, everything is at a higher vibration. So the colors are much more luminous, they're vibrant, they're alive. There are many colors that we actually don't even have here on Earth. You have a sense that the plants, the trees, the grass, that they are living consciousnesses that you can communicate with and that can communicate with you. The buildings often are spectacular, made of crystal and marble. Nature is even more stunning than it is here. There are waterfalls and magnificent oceans, and you can create all of these things yourself simply through thought. It's a realm in which thought manifests instantly. So if you would like to experience swimming in the ocean, you create the experience of swimming in the ocean. You don't have to travel to it. You simply think about it, and then it's created for you. If you maintain your focus on it, then it continues to exist. If you remove your focus, then the energy is pulled away and it dissipates. So it's a realm in which we can create whatever we want almost immediately. We don't have to move through physical actions the way we do here. Also, as I understand it, we have homes in the sense that we have them here. But again, they're much more spectacular. They're living consciousnesses of their own. We take classes where we learn about different sorts of life lessons, how we did on Earth, what we need to do in our next incarnation. We have roles, work, you could call it, but it doesn't feel like work the way work often feels here. It isn't heavy or dull. It's something that's a natural reflection of who you are as a soul.
Our whole idea is to raise our vibration, become more and more enlightened. Do those particular souls dwell in a separate place?
I don't know that I would use separate. The enlightened beings that you're referring to are at a higher dimension. So higher meaning, not meaning better, meaning higher vibration, higher frequency. But those beings would be the first to say that all beings, regardless of vibration, are of equal value. So just because you're at a higher frequency, that doesn't mean that you're more valuable or worthwhile or better than a being at a lower frequency. An analogy that I think is helpful to understand the dimensions is Russian nesting dolls. I don't know if you're familiar with that. In Russia, they have a custom of creating, they refer to them as nesting dolls. So the smallest one is a doll that goes into one that's slightly larger, which fits into one that is slightly larger, and it just keeps expanding out. The dimensions are like that. So the third dimension is within the fourth, which is within the fifth, which is within the sixth. So they're not actually separate from each other. It's all one unified whole.
Oh, okay.
But because of the difference in frequency or vibration and the limitations of the five senses, the average person is not perceiving the so-called higher dimensions. They're perceiving only the third dimension.